It's very easy for me.
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you.
Alright guys, I'm here with Nick and I'm going to show you a very unconventional UchiMata. This is like not traditional at all. It's going to be very cool. It's going to be massive, so sorry Nick ahead of time.
It's all good, it's all good.
HigashiBrand.com, right? I got new t-shirts up there, the rash guards are coming. I'm joined today with some special guests. We have Sensei Glick and then Nick Damjoni. Alright, it's like, man, it's like all the stars are in town today, you know what I mean? Alright, UchiMata. Traditionally, let's go here, right? Traditionally, it's kind of like this, turn, big leg come through the middle, right? When you have the hips far back like this, you do like a back step UchiMata. Very classic stuff, but we're gonna look at UchiMata from sort of a losing position when the opponent has a nice grip up top. We're gonna go right by the elbow and we're gonna tuck this elbow underneath here, okay? We're gonna tuck the elbow underneath right by the elbow joint, and then this elbow goes underneath both, okay? So we're gonna have sort of this position like this where the elbows are tight underneath our opponent's wrist, it's stacked, okay? And then we're gonna lift and load using our legs, dropping our hips underneath, okay? From this position, we're gonna use our head to pull this arm forward this direction, okay? So now this elbow gets wedged underneath his elbow. You see how it's creating this space underneath? And then I'm gonna drive my hips forward and I'm gonna use my head to pull his off balance forward this way, okay? And as I do so, I'm gonna turn and then load him onto my hip, okay? So we're not gonna be sort of having this kind of awkward arm position. We're gonna keep everything tucked in real tight. Once we're in this position, we're gonna throw our head down, bump the hip, and then take him over, right, over our hip, okay? So from this position, we're gonna lock up like this. All right, it's a nice big loading UchiMata. Looks really, really clean. Look at it from the opposite direction. Sorry, Nick. This fly judo is terrible. You guys doing the right sport, you know? You know how like when I do uke for you, it's like, oh, here's Ashigarami, he tips me, I roll down. The uke for me, it's like, Nick, can I, what do you say? Or when you stack me during uke times. I go looking, right, loading elbow together, use my head. All right, it's a nice little UchiMata. Very unconventional, using that loading lift, right? And this is really good because I'm losing in position here in theory, right? But I'm using this kind of lean, right? So you feel like how the tension's going this way? I could back step, pull him forward, inside trip here. I could go directly into Osoto as well, okay? I'm keeping the elbow tight and controlling the space underneath him. Osotogari as well. Look, I use my head to off balance him here, okay? I'm just keeping this structure tight underneath his elbow so he can't lower his elbow, right? And now if he wants to pull my head down, it's gonna be much more difficult, okay? Usually if I'm here, he can pull my head down by tucking his elbow down and then squeezing his lat. But in this position, it's a lot more difficult for him to return his elbows to the side of his body. And now from here, when I use my head and off balance, it's very easy for me to load him and take him down with an Osoto. Right? It's a nice little, very unconventional, but very effective.
Cool, strong.
Very strong. Thank you very much.
That's it.